Hi there, you're watching this YouTube live right here on NDTV's YouTube platform. My name is Sanket Upadhyay, and today the story that we are going to talk about is a hot political war between the Congress and the BJP. It all started with this picture right here. I'm sure by now you've been able to guess what I'm talking about. That's the Labour Party leader, Jeremy Corbyn of the United Kingdom. And this is the delegation of the Indian Overseas Congress. That means the Indian National Congress, the Congress Party's Indian Overseas Congress delegation of the United Kingdom. Now, when this picture was released, there were certain statements that were made. But before that, let me quickly show you who tweeted this picture out. So Jeremy Corbyn himself tweeted this picture out where he says that a very productive meeting with UK representatives from the Indian Congress Party where we discussed, and here's the contentious bit, the human rights situation in Kashmir. Now you would say that it's okay, you can discuss the situation, can't you? There must be a de-escalation and an end to the cycle of violence and fear which has plagued the region for so long. That was Jeremy Corbyn's tweet. Within an hour, the BJP quote-tweeted Jeremy Corbyn and put this tweet out. It says, appalling. Indian National Congress owes it to the people of India to explain what its leaders are telling foreign leaders about India. India will give a befitting reply to the Congress for these shameful shenanigans. And since then, it seems that the Congress has now been caught on the back foot. They're on the back foot as far as this meeting is concerned. So this is the BJP asking the Congress party what they were discussing about Kashmir with Jeremy Corbyn. Did they take a briefing from the government? Did they compromise India's national position as far as Kashmir is concerned, our position on Kashmir? Or they ended up discussing, as Mr. Jeremy Corbyn says, the human rights situation in Kashmir? So two things. Number one, was there any comment made by the Congress party on human rights in this particular meeting? And number two, did they end up saying something on Kashmir, on a third party intervention, or did they maintain the Indian government's official position or India's official position that Kashmir remains a bilateral issue? On these two counts, there is still very little clarity on what this delegation did. Now, it seems that the Bharatiya Janata Party, in trying to establish that these people are congressmen and very prominent congressmen, because there was a lot of confusion initially as to who these people are. Are they prominent people? Are they recognizable faces of the Congress party? Now notice this guy right here. His name is Kamal Dhaliwal. This man standing right next to Jeremy Corbyn. Now the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that's how things happen these days on social media, quickly scanned the social media platforms of Kamal Dhaliwal and released these pictures to show how close Kamal Dhaliwal is to respective leaders of the Congress party. So that's Kamal Dhaliwal with former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. That's a picture released by the Bharatiya Janata Party of Kamal Dhaliwal being fed a cake by the former Congress President Rahul Gandhi along with Praneeth Kaur. That's the Congress cake. This is a picture of Kamal Dhaliwal with the Punjab Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh. And here is a picture of Kamal Dhaliwal with the senior Congress leader Kapil Sibal. So the point that the BJP is trying to make over here is that don't think that this is some junior functionary of the Congress party going and meeting Jeremy Corbyn as some sort of a misadventure. They want to establish that here is a leader who wines and dines and moves around with the creme de la creme of the Congress party. So don't think of him as some isolated case. He represents the Congress philosophy in whatever he may or may not have discussed over there in the meeting with Jeremy Corbyn. The BJP goes a step further to show how Kamal Dhaliwal was appointed by the Congress leadership. Sam Pitroda and his tweet on the 4th of September 2018, it says, RG visit to the UK was organized by IOC, that is the Indian Overseas Congress chairman, who requested only one recognized IOC UK headed by Kamal Dhaliwal as president. So, this shows that Kamal Dhaliwal is no pushover, Kamal Dhaliwal is no newbie, Kamal Dhaliwal is no rookie in the Congress scheme of things. He's pretty much there as far as Indian Overseas Congress is concerned. Now, this has led to a lot of back and forth between the Congress and the BJP, where now Anand Sharma, who's in charge of overseas meetings, he has now come out and given a very interesting statement, and this has embarrassed the Congress party even more. He says that I never authorized this meeting. Then was this the misadventure of Mr. Kamal Dhaliwal? And now we come to a very important aspect. Meeting people is not a crime, is it? When did it become a crime to meet people? You can meet people. If you are in a political party, you can be authorized to meet people, or it can be a sort of a meeting on the sidelines or a pull aside. All those things are absolutely normal. You can also talk to people, which is also normal. But what do you talk about? And if you're talking about something, then is it not right for you to clarify what you have spoken about? And the only two things which Mr. Kamal Dhaliwal, because he was part of the delegation, needs to explain, which will perhaps soothe some frayed nerves, as they say, is number one, what did they discuss about Kashmir being a bilateral issue? Did they maintain India's official position? I'm not talking about the BJP. We are not talking about BJP Congress. We are talking about India's official position. Did this delegation maintain that Kashmir remains a bilateral issue? And number two, what exactly did they discuss about, as Jeremy Corbyn says, the human rights situation in Kashmir? What about the human rights situation in Kashmir? Because if the government is to be believed, there is no human rights situation in Kashmir. Telephone lines have been stopped. And by the way, NDTV has always taken this principled position that we are not here to create a song and dance about a decision that has been taken by the government. I have been to Srinagar, and in our reportings, we have continuously maintained that a decision of the magnitude like removing Article 370 and the restrictions that followed have definitely inconvenienced the people of Kashmir. Nobody is denying this. I'm sure even the government or the administration of Jammu and Kashmir in their right mind will not deny this. This is an undeniable fact that the people are facing trouble. You take off internet from any part of any city or any part of this country and people will be inconvenienced. You impose restrictions on the road in any part of this country and people will be inconvenienced. By that logic, the same rule and the same yardstick applies to Srinagar and Kashmir as well. So, there is problem that is being faced by the people. But the government wants us to believe that to dub this as millions of people being held hostage in their own land, to call this a human rights violation is wrong. Because according to the government, no bullet has been fired, nobody has been killed, and they've been able to contain any reaction or flare-up to the decision that was taken on the 5th of August. So, what exactly about the human rights situation did the Congress leadership discuss with Jeremy Corbyn? So, if these two questions, number one, did they maintain India's stated position on Kashmir being a bilateral issue? And number two, what exactly did they discuss on the human rights situation in Kashmir? If the Congress, the Indian Overseas Congress, can come out and explain what they did, I think that would be that will put an end to this controversy. But if they cannot, or if they choose not to, then this shall remain the political controversy that it has now become. That's a wrap in this edition of Newsroom Live. I'll see you again later. Goodbye.